HHN updates galore today here at Universal Studios. We haven't been here in a hot second, so there's a lot going on here. There's a crashed plane, there's some stages, there's a guitar. So we're gonna go around the park, show you guys all the new HHN updates. That's it. HHN only video. Hooray, huzzah. Let's go look at some Halloween Horror Nights stuff. Man, oh man, do we have a giant structure here at the front of the park. It looks like the entrance to this main scare zone that they typically have at the front of the park here is moved up forward. So here is a clip of what it was last year, and here's where it is now. It's moved much farther up, which is awesome. Looks like it's gonna be much closer. It's gonna be an awesome show. There is a stage on top of it, so you know that there's gonna be some people welcoming you into Halloween Horror Nights. We believe that this area is going to be Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. Dr. Oddfellow will lure you into Halloween Horror Nights with a promise of immortality. As he lifts the veil on all the horrors to come, you will soon realize you may not even survive the night. What? Usually this first scare zone here is a collection of every scare zone in the park. Everybody hanging out up here, everybody doing their thing, mingling together. So pretty cool, awesome scare zone to have. And I mean, look at this stage, it's awesome. It's kind of funny though that in the other video I was wondering, what are they gonna do with Minions Land? They have Minions Land as a scare zone, which I thought was hilarious because it's like this colorful, bright, you know, land here at Universal, but then you gotta change it to a dark, scary land. So that's probably their solution, is move that joint up to the front of the park. Then you have less craziness happening at Minions Land. I can't wait to see what it turns into. So stepping right down the street down here on Hollywood Boulevard, we have some momentum on what we believe will be the Dark Zodiac. Dr. Oddfellow has entered the dark dimension to harness the power of the Zodiac and live forever. He twists the signs into malevolent beings who foretell your doom. As his star rises, yours falls. So, what do we have here? We got some bases to the stanchions here, the little lighting rigs. We got some bases to it, looks like. You got some Zodiac signs going on there. Looks awesome, can't wait to see the rest of it. On these stanchions as well, you have something covered up with a bag with a little hose running to a metal box. What could it be? Could it be blood that shoots at you? Probably not, because that would ruin a lot of people's clothing. But, I don't know. It'd be cool to see. Maybe it's just some lighting. Maybe it's a fog machine. I don't know. We also have some little stages. Really cool. For those who don't know, Dr. Oddfellow is the ringleader to the circus that Jack the Clown, who's another symbol. Man, if you don't know your Halloween Horror Nights history, I'm sorry, this makes no sense to you. But Jack the Clown comes from the circus that Dr. Oddfellow is, you know, overlooking. He's kind of, you know, okay. So, there's some stages set up here. They look like they have like a big target on them, kind of like in a circus would. Really cool. There's two of them, one in the front, one in the back, and then you got the other stanchions with the same bases to it. Not much happening, but little bits. And then in the 5 and dine, you have some new merchandise for Halloween Horror Nights. It is based off The Exorcist. They look really cool, honestly. I think these are the best looking ones, and they're in white, so us Floridians who will only step outside unless, you know, if they're wearing whites, you got something to look forward to here. It looks awesome. Other than that, let's keep it moving.
So now we've made our way down here by Central Park Crepes, where they have started some mysterious progress on the scare zone that we predict will be Jungle of Doom Expedition Horror, which is described as Dr. Oddfellow ventured deep into the darkest jungle, performing horrific experiments on nature. Now his monstrous creatures are running and coming after you. That is really scary. So they have started setting up these rock wall, like stone figures, which look super cool. They've got like big planters, they've got the exit and the entrance both set up. But most importantly, they have a huge plane. It looks like a crashed plane that says Universal Airways on the side, which in my opinion, I will not be flying Universal Airways because it looks like it is crashed. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this. It's not as spooky as it's gonna be, but trust the process. I have faith in this one. So they have put out all these crates littered throughout the scare zone, as well as the rock structures, which gives the scare actors a lot of places to hide. They could be behind the crates, they could be behind the rock structures, they could be dressed up as a crate, who knows? But this is my favorite scare zone. It always is the most scary to me just because of like the foliage, and it's all put together and you never know where they're gonna come from. You don't really have anywhere to go. So I'm really super excited for this one.
So we are back here behind Lombard's in San Francisco. This is our favorite place to hang out during Halloween Horror Nights because this whole place turns into a bar with specialty drinks for Halloween Horror Nights. This entire place, as you can see behind me, is completely empty, which means the bar's coming. So I'm excited to see what the bar's gonna look like. They usually have this place decorated. I'm excited to see what these pillars turn into. This entire place is gonna look amazing. Cannot wait. It's gonna be exciting. Also here in San Francisco is what we believe is gonna be our next scare zone. I mean, obviously we're in San Francisco, so if this doesn't make sense, I don't even know why we have a San Francisco, but it's gonna be called Shipyard 32 Horrors Unhinged. Enter a 1940 San Francisco shipping yard full of mysterious crates and cages bearing Dr. Oddfellow's symbol. Beware, his nightmarish oddities have now escaped, spreading fear and chaos in their wake. It is awesome sounding, and it's starting to look awesome. They have these crates in the middle of where the scare zone's gonna be, kind of where that odd looking stanchion is. That's probably gonna turn into a crane that's gonna be picking up the other crates. What's interesting is on the back side of the crates that are sitting out there is a door, and on the front is an opening. So that means someone's gonna come up, say a little spiel, maybe do a little show. They had a show here last year, it was awesome. So expecting the same thing this year. And not only is there crates at the exit to Fast and Furious, the middle of the scare zone, there is one at the beginning. It is a very odd fellow, see what I did there? Crate sitting right there in the front. It's gonna look amazing. I can already picture this. I'm so happy they chose to frame the San Francisco area into a San Francisco scare zone. Last year it was like witches themed. They had little ogres, little creatures there. It was awesome, but this fits the theme of San Francisco. Really cool. Can't wait till this all this little area turns into. Really cool stuff. Let's move on down to New York. New York.
So we are now in New York, which is going to be the location of the Vamp 69 Summer of Blood scare zone, which is described as a 60s music fest in a small New York town. You'll jam to popular bands with fellow concert goers until Dr. Oddfellow unleashes vicious vampires on you and the audience. They're out for your blood. That's scary. That's a threat. They're out for you and me and everyone else. They're out for all of us. But they have set up so much of this. It looks absolutely beautiful. So of course they have the main stage, which looks absolutely beautiful. I love the color scheme. They've got a lot of bright purples, pinks, yellows going on. It's the 60s, the Woodstock hippie vibe. They have set up all the instruments. They have the guitars with the little flower stickers on them. They have the bongos. They have the rug. It's beautiful. I am super excited to see how they do like the show concert vibe where the vampires hijack the concert. And then actually right now they do have the projector on, so we are able to see Dr. Oddfellow's symbol plastered all over this stage as if he is going to come out and sing for us. So stay tuned for that. No, I'm just kidding. He's totally not gonna do that. But throughout the street they do have look like merch booths almost. Like if you were to go to a music festival, they have like snack and merch booths. They have smaller booths lined down the street, so I'm excited to see what they have in there. Last year, this scare zone was very interactive. They did have the mayor come out. They had some candy people. They had everyone kind of moving throughout the crowd down the street. So I'm excited to see how the band and the concert and the vampires kind of make their way through the crowd, which this is a very crowded area, so I'd like to see how they're going to do all that.
So, I just realized as we're walking around here that this is the first time we're back in the park since hitting 1,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to stop and say thank you to all of you. I think we have some of the best fans Don't tell anybody I said that, but it's true.
It's a strong accusation.
I mean, but it's a true accusation. Anyway, wanted to thank everybody, and if anybody wants to hit that subscribe button, go right ahead. Join our lovely, crew that we got growing here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. It's been a wonderful ride, and we gonna keep on riding.
Of course.
This train. So, let's keep moving.
So for the first time this year, Halloween experiences will be available at all of Universal's resorts. Previously, they have had experiences at some of the resorts like Cabana Bay, but this year they're gonna have all of the resorts included, so that's super cool for all of the resort guests this year. They have announced one of the experiences will be Universal Monsters Gallery of Legends, which is a photo opportunity, which is super cool. I can't wait to see what else they incorporate in this. We may have to go over there and check that out because that sounds super cool.
So, we completely forgot earlier, so we swung back around to Hollywood to talk about this tribute store. So the tribute store has just been announced to be a comic-based tribute store. Oh my goodness. Love me some comic books. Huge comic book nerd when I was in my younger years. So I'm super excited to see what this thing's gonna look like. Now, it's not gonna be over here at Hollywood. It's actually going to be in the New York section where the tribute store was before they moved it out here to Hollywood. So my question is, are they gonna keep the Jurassic Park tribute store open and then that open? Probably not. They'll probably take this thing down, put that thing up, call it a day. Who got that many workers nowadays to be running two shops? Nobody. So I love that it's actually going back to its original location, because this location, it's pretty tight in there, especially when there's a bunch of people. You can't really move. You gotta wait in line to get to the next section because it's so small. So at least that one over in New York, super excited to have a very large tribute store back again. And again, comics, so cool. So we made it all the way back here to Hollywood Boulevard, where we started the video out, if y'all remember, like 7 minutes ago. So, yeah, thank you for watching the video. We will be at SeaWorld for our next video to celebrate our 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna drink a lot of beer at SeaWorld's Beer Festival. You heard that right, Beer Festival. Golly, that sounds good. But until then, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you love the video, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more of us, click on the video below me. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.